Warning health and safety? The heck could this be about? What could I be playing? It's probably definitely Mario Party Advance. Definitely Mario Party Advance. Intelligent systems? Oh yeah, okay. Mario Party Advance is out the window then, I guess. Whoops. Forgot my headphones were plugged in. Oh, hey, that guy's cool. Get off the screen, get off the screen, get off the screen. Well, this is gonna be awkward for me to explain, as everything always is. But this, for the most part, I shall gladly inform you, is a little game. Whoa, lots of red eyes everywhere. Lots of red eyes everywhere. With character portraits that are going by too fast for me to actually accurately detail them. I think that's pretty much every major character in the game right there. Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. This is the last of the free Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems that were made. And last of which that were actually released in America. Second game that was released in America. And skipping through the class roll because I don't need that. FE8's a weird game for me. I like it, but there are definitely issues with this game. It's definitely not the best Fire Emblem game that was ever released. That more or less has to do with the difficulty settings here. There's easy, normal, and difficult. But FE8 is widely regarded to be one of the easiest titles in the entire franchise. And I don't disagree with that. This game is really, really easy. Which really hurts it. In a way. So, I'm actually going to put it on difficult for a bit of a challenge. Lord, kill me now. I guess I can only save here. Prologue. The fall of Renais? In an age long past, evil flooded over the land. Creatures awash in the dark tide ran wild, pushing mankind to the brink of annihilation. In its despair, mankind appealed to the heavens, and from a blinding light came hope. It was the Sacred Stones. These 5 glorious treasures held the power to dispel evil. The hero Grotto and his warriors used the sacred stones to combat evil's darkness. They defeated the Demon King and sealed his soul away within the stones. With the darkness imprisoned, peace returned to Magvel. But this peace would not last, because this is Fire Emblem after all. The continent of Magvel. For some 800 years, a quiet peace reigned in the absence of terrible darkness. Darkness! The sacred stones have been passed from generation to generation. Nations have been built around their power and their legacy. The kingdom of Renais, ruled by Fado, the peerless warrior king. The kingdom of Frelia, ruled by Hayden, the venerable sage king. The kingdom of Johanna, ruled by Ismare, queen of the White Dunes. The theocracy of Ralston, ruled by Manzel, the divine emperor. The Grotto Empire, ruled by the Guard, the stalwart silent emperor. These 5 countries house the power of the sacred stones. They are joined by the emerging mercantile republic of Carcino. In these times of peace, tales of past conflict have drifted into legend, and memories of the ancient dark arts have all but evaporated. It is now the year 803. In an instant, the whole of Magvel is threatened by an unexpected atrocity. The Grotto Empire, the largest of the Sacred Stone nations, has invaded the kingdom of Renais under orders from Emperor Vigard. Wow, what a dick. A long-time ally of Grotto, Renais is caught off guard, unable to mount any resistance. You know, as Fire Emblem technically goes. Grotto's forces move quickly, seizing one territory after another. Compounding King Fido's worries, his son, the only lord we should care about, Prince of Frame, has gone missing. I almost said character, but I wouldn't stretch it that far. Grotto's momentum carries its armies to the gates of Castle Renais itself. Renais will fall. It is inevitable. Prologue, the fall of Renais. I'm just gonna call it Renais because I think the S is supposed to be silent. I think. Also, why is Fido the peer class? That's like a GBA only thing. It's like peer class because Albert, a character from FE7, had the same class. Also, spoiler alerts, both of them died. Anyway, the castle gate has been breached. Emperor Vigard's forces are within the castle walls. Oh my god, this goes by so slowly. I understand. The garrison's fallen. We've lost contact with Prince of Frame. We can expect no aid from him. Your Majesty, what are we to do? What else can we do? Order your men to lay down arms. Father? Erika. God, why did you grow up to be such a twit? Are you wearing that bracelet that I gave you? I kind of know the story a bit. Okay, it's like I've played this game several times or something. Yes, I have it right here. Good. Seth. Yes, Your Majesty. This guy is cool. I like Seth. He can stay. Take Erika and head for Frelia. King Hayden is an honorable man. I trust he will keep you safe. But wait! I thought Vigard was also technically an honorable man. I guess he declared war. So, I guess... Understood. And what of Your Majesty? Me? I shall remain here. We have long held Grotto among our dearest allies. Yet now they attack? I must know why. Am I somehow responsible for this? Have I erred in my leadership? Renais is mine to guide. How could I have failed her so? Father, you can't stay. You mustn't. If you remain behind, then so shall I. Go now, Seth. Ride! Take her to safety. Father! Forgive me, Your Highness. And just like leagues of enemies show up. Frame, Erika, you must survive. General Seth! Franz, ride ahead and bring word of our coming to Frelia. A single rider has better odds of passing unseen by Grotto's men. Convey to the throne all that has happened here and petition for reinforcements. Understood. That was Franz. He's okay. Princess Erika, we must... Quickly, behind me! You there with the girl. Tell me, would that be the wayward Princess of Renais? Well, this must be my lucky day. You're a dead man. The wench goes with me. Never! I am Volta, the Moonstone, Grotto's finest general. And you're just a corpse who does not know he is dead. Ouch. Even with the weapon triangle disadvantage, Seth actually had a pretty decent shot of hitting him at least. Couldn't kill him even with a crit. And that's a scripted battle, by the way. No! Such terrible wounds, and still he holds to his duty. How entertaining. Fly away, little man, fly away. Try to outrun death. More time to savor the hunt and the kill. That's Falter. He has one really bizarre face spread. So one thing I'll give FE8 some credit on, if I can talk about FE8 a little bit. I'll wait until this bit of dialogue is over, I guess. Princess Ulrika, this way! I can see no more of Grotto's men. If we made it this far, we've surely earned the moment's rest. Please forgive my grabbing you so... I can't pronounce that word. Brusquely? Brusquely earlier. Don't be foolish, Seth. If it weren't for you, I would never have made it out of the castle, because I'm an idiot and wanted to stay behind. You are the reason I'm still alive. You have my gratitude. Whoever that man was, he was clearly after me. Wow, you couldn't tell that from his dialogue. It's my fault you received such a grave wound. Allow me to treat it. Your Highness, I can't allow an injury like this to be an obstacle. We have more important matters to attend to. We must press on to Frelia. We must fulfill His Majesty's wishes. I wonder how my father fares alone in the castle. Do you think he's safe? No! And what of my brother on the grotto front? We've heard nothing from him for days. I'm sure he's fine, because he's actually a slightly competent lord compared to you. King Fado and Prince Ephraim are both valiant and brave men. I doubt even the might of the Grotto Empire can hold them in check. More important to me, your highness, is that you look to your own safety. How sad the two of them would be if something were to happen to you. You must reach Frelia to ensure the day of your happy reunion. Yes, of course, you're right. Until I'm reunited with my father and brother, I must not despair. Come, Seth, let us go. Once we cross that bridge, we will be in Frelia, near border Mulan. Let us proceed, Princess Ulrika. Your Highness, I won't lie to you. This will not be an easy ride, because this person playing this game said it's difficult for some reason. Please, take this rapier. If something should happen to me, you must continue to Frelia, alone if need be. So you got rapier. Typical lord weapon. You there, Renais dogs! Where do you think you're going? Grotto's men. Stand back, Princess Ulrika. It's alright, Seth. My brother has taught me something of swordplay. I will stand with you. So now I can actually do stuff. Okay. That stuff not including hitting the start key. Okay. Emulator, wow. Options. Animation 2. Game speed, no. Text speed fast. Terrain on. Unit. Normal. Auto cursor off. Auto end on. Music, sound effects. Change that window color to red. Cause yeah. Okay, so. Why am I recording this now? Today is July 25th is being recorded. And kind of like with the first part of Super Mario RPG, God rest its soul, this is more of a time capsule for me. You shouldn't see this until I finished FE9, at the least. Probably have Spiral the Dragon finished too by the time this gets released. Who knows what else I'll have finished by the time. So I'm just gonna post this definitely in the future. I like this game enough to want to let's play it, even despite its flaws. So right now I need to go over like characters we have, starting with this bitch right here. If you couldn't tell by now, I don't like her. Not a lot of people do, because she's a terrible character. As a unit, she's okay. I'll throw up like a semi-mocking title, my opinion of the characters somewhat. And their growths, which I went up and looked up last night, just for preparation for this. She's got good skill and speed and really high luck growths. Her defenses are okay. Something I noticed as far as defenses go, well, for the most part, they're generally just 30s or 25s for defenses and resistances. Kind of weird, I guess. Erika's locked to using swords. She will only ever use swords. Even upon promotion, she will only ever use swords. Kind of like Ike, but Ike had other things going for him that made him a lot cooler than Erika is. So here's the rapier. It's effective against infantry, and by infantry it means armor knights and cavalier units. Because you're going to be forced to use Erika, you're going to be forced to use her. You may as well train her up, even despite the fact that I absolutely hate her. It's like not in your interest to not use her. Or at the very least, get her to a point where you can promote her level 10 without much of an issue. And then just bench her for all I care. I don't care what you do. Now let's talk about someone we should actually care about. My man, Seth here. He's... okay. Calm, composed, and skilled. And he's a paladin! Paladins are locked to using swords and lances in this game. In the other GBA Fire Emblems, they could use swords, lances, and axes. Not sure why they did that in this game, but whatever. So Seth is your, what you would assume is your typical Jagan character in Fire Emblem. Like, he's got good bases, but he'll end up being an experience hog later on down the line. But Seth actually, if you'll, give me a second to pick up his growth sheet again. Seth's actually pretty good. His only really bad, like, growth stat is his luck, but he already starts with 13, so that's good, I guess. Like, if you want to use Seth throughout the game, you can. You can definitely get away with it. It's not impossible. Because he actually turns out to be useful. He's the kind of Jagan that the Fire Emblem community calls an Oife character, named after Oife from FE4, who's kind of like Jagan, but actually turns out to be decent. Titania in FE9 is like this as well. He comes with a silver lance and a steel sword, and 8 ranks in both swords and lances. So, he's pretty useful. Except he also took 17 damage from Vulture's lance in that cutscene and hasn't fully recovered yet. And here are the enemies. Oh my god, they're so bad. 1 skill, 1 speed. Okay, this guy's slightly better. Except this guy has defense. And here's our boss, O'Neil. 7 strength, 4 skill, 7 speed, 2 defense. You're not going to believe me when I say this, but those stats are actually better because we're playing on difficult mode. Or I guess I should just call it hard mode, because it's technically what it is. Yeah, I swear to God, Erika, if you take... Okay, nope, you just crit him like the first chance you got. Okay. Apparently she is determined to prove me wrong at every turn. I think I'll just give you the steel sword, Erika. I don't know. I don't know if I'll use Seth or not. It's gonna take a while for me to determine whether or not I want to use Seth. I'll just put you here. Oh, you can't use it yet! You're even worse than I thought you were. Okay, we don't want her to really use the steel sword anyway, because it cuts her speed in half, pretty much. Because, unlike FE9, all that's left is their leader. Now the victory music plays. So unlike FE9, the strength stat is not what determines whether or not... is not what determines your attack speed as opposed to weapon weight. Your con stat is what determines that. Basically, so this rapier weighs 5, and Erika's con is 5. So if I gave her the steel sword, which weighs 10, her con is still 5. subtract that from the weight of the steel sword, and that's how many points of speed Erika loses. Effectively cutting her speed in half. I don't know whether or not I like that system more than the one I did in FE9. I don't know. I would say FE9, but I'm really biased towards FE9 because it's my favorite game in the franchise. What was that? You think you can take me, wretched lordling? Come, it's time you eyed mighty knights learn to respect the true warrior. Oh, you're not. You will be the first to die! Oh my god, Erika, seriously? Can't even double this guy, what? Oh, that's already got 7 speed because we're playing on hard mode. You actually got hit though, Erika. You're on a forest, you had everything going for you, and you still got hit, somehow. Awesome. We're almost there. I don't think O'Neill's carrying a Volinary. Nope, just that iron axe that somehow managed to hit you. That's a great... What? How? Overconfident much? Oh well. Level up, level 2. Strength, skill, luck, resistance. That was weird. Also, you did see magic in her list of growths. Only people that use magic have a magic stat in this game. It's unlike FE9, where if you use physical weapons, you have a strength stat. If you use magic weapons or staves, I guess I should say, you have a magic stat instead. Princess, are you injured? What? Oh, no, I'm fine, Seth. I only got hit by a 25. But you look so pale. I'm fine. Fine. This is war, isn't it? Really? I need to get through this. I promised myself that I would, for the greater good. It's not at all like the games I used to play with my brother Lion. I never thought, I didn't know it would be this savage. Are words useless? Is strength all that matters? It's so sad. Why would the Grotto Empire do this? To what end would they start a war? Princess. Don't worry, Seth. I won't give in to sorrow. I don't know what's with me today. Let's keep moving. I'm not broken and I won't stop until I see Renais restored. I won't stop until I'm reunited with my father and brother. So that was chapter 1. Oh, kill me. Yeah, we'll just save there. Okay, chapter 1. Escape! That's right, there's no interlocking cutscene between these two. Right. So I'm gonna reset this, and I'll see you guys for the next part. Bye now.